Greetings, 4th grade oceanographers. It's Mrs. Drum here today, and today we are going to start a brand new unit on the ocean. I'm really excited to start this unit. It's one of my favorites, and I hope that you enjoy it too. Let's get started. Our first lesson is going to be on the oceans of the world. Do you know how many oceans there are? Well, let's turn to page 1 in your notes packet. I want you to know that you are going to turn in this page when you are finished, and it's going to be given as a grade. But not to worry, we will go over everything that you need to know. Don't forget to put your name on this page. Okay, so let's look at page 1. It says, an ocean is a very large body of water that contains a great deal of salt. All of the world's oceans make up one body of water that covers over 70% of the Earth's surface. That's more than half. However, the continents divide that body of water into parts that have been given specific names. The largest ocean, the Pacific, lies between North America and Asia. The second largest ocean is the Atlantic. It stretches from North and South America to the coasts of Europe and Africa. The Arctic Ocean, the smallest ocean, is near the North Pole. The Indian Ocean borders Australia on the west and Africa on the east. The temperature of the oceans is affected by location. The ocean waters near the North and South Poles are extremely cold, while the waters near the equator are warm. The temperature of ocean water is also affected by the depth of the water. The deeper the water, the colder its temperature is. So let's look at number 1. Please label the continents and the oceans on the map of the world below. Use this slide to help you. The continents are labeled in red and the oceans are labeled in blue. Pause the video to make sure that you get all the continents and all the oceans. Now I would like you to go ahead and answer questions 2, 3, 4, and 5 on this same page. You may pause the video in order to do that, and don't forget to look back in the text. When you are finished, make sure you tear it out, turn it into the turn-in tray, but don't forget to put your name on it. Then you will need to come back to your seat and replay the video. Discovering the depths of the oceans. Did you know that humans know less about the bottom of the ocean than we do about the surface of the moon? Why do you think that is? Scientists have been able to study the moon using telescopes. Astronauts have been able to visit the moon. However, oceanographers and marine biologists are still developing the technology that can bring us deeper and deeper into the ocean's depths. What we have discovered with our scuba gear, remote-operated vehicles, and manned submersibles is an undersea habitat that is well worth the visit. The ocean is home to some of the strangest animals and most beautiful scenery anywhere on Earth. And just think, there are still some areas that remain undiscovered. Now we are going to move on to lesson 2. Make sure you turn to page 2 in your notes packet. Everything that you will need to write down in your notes is going to be underlined and in a different color. I believe the color is yellow, but I could be wrong. Well, let's get started. So most people begin and end their exploration of the ocean floor at the shallow sandy beaches. Have you ever been to a beach? But there is much more to explore besides just the beaches. Let's start with the continental shelf. When you walk out into the waves at the beach, you are stepping onto the continental shelf. The continental shelf is underwater land that slants down at the edge of the continents to a depth of about 400 feet. It is shallow, it gets sunlight, and it is home to more than 2/3 of all ocean species of fish. That's about 17,000. Most of the fish live no more than 20 miles from shore. The continental slope is at the end of the continental shelf, and the ocean floor plunges down more than 2 miles. This is known as the continental slope. It is so far underwater it is dark, cold, and has very few species of marine life. At the bottom of the continental slope, the ocean floor flattens out. This is known as the ocean basin. The ocean basin is a large, flat area with no light, little food, and a large amount of water pressure. It is covered with a thick mud called ooze. The ocean floor doesn't stay flat for long. The ocean floor has many steep ocean ridges, also known as underwater mountain ranges. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that the ocean had mountain ranges. Some of the ridges are higher than the mountains on land. Most of them are volcanic. The tops of these mountains make islands of Hawaii. The Mid-Atlantic Ridge has peaks higher than Mount Everest. Only a few brave explorers have ventured to this part of the sea using manned submersibles. Ocean trenches are also known as canyons. They are deep, narrow cracks in the ocean floor. There is a tremendous amount of water pressure in these trenches. The deepest trench is the Mariana Trench in the South Pacific, and it is more than 6 miles deep. Next in our notes, they would like you to label the map of the ocean floor below using the words in the word bank below. Go ahead and use the slide on this video to help you. When you are finished, we are actually finished for today. You can go ahead and close your books and turn your attention to the smartboard to take a look at the must-dos and the can-dos. I hope you learned a lot today and you had some fun learning. We'll see you next time.